SI joint, any pain there?
Yeah.
Okay. Directly over the sacrum?
Yes.
Okay. And over that left SI joint?
Not as bad for some reason.
Not as bad, okay.
Yeah.
So we're gonna come down here and we're gonna check out the leg length. As you can tell, right short, completely there. As we scan up the body, we have raised hip on the right there, and you do see that high right shoulder right into here also. So these are gonna be the areas where I'm really noticing a little bit of alignment issues. But what we're gonna do first, so I wanna do the massage device. I just wanna go through it and relax a lot of the muscles. And then from there, we'll start with the adjustment.
Okay.
Okay, so now we're going to start off with the adjustment, and as I always like to start is up at that cervical thoracic junction here. Okay, so we're going to be a little bit lower, T3 here on the left. Good. A little bit higher here, T1 on the right. Perfect. Yeah, you felt that left side really opened up with that one. Okay, so we're gonna drop down just a little bit. Okay, what I'm gonna have you do, I want you to take a deep breath in and exhale out. Good. I'm gonna go a little bit lower here. Deep breath in and out. Good. Okay, so just with doing that, what was that, T3, T1, and then that mid-back adjustment, I like to come back down here. We're gonna take a look at the leg length. So as you can tell, still right short. So now we're gonna come through. Granted, I know you've been having pain all throughout here in that low back. So what I'm gonna do, I wanna stabilize on the sacrum. I want you to raise this right leg up as high as you can. Any pain, tenderness, tightness with that?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. Relax that side. Raise the left side for me. How does the left side compare to the right?
It's a little bit better.
A little bit better. It did go up a little bit higher too. So what I'm gonna do, I wanna show you first. So what's happening that the left side, you felt how that leg raised up higher. Your sacrum is starting to point more towards that left side. So the ligaments that are in between here are a little bit looser. Now on this side, it's pulling a little bit tighter. So when you try to raise it, it's harder. So when you feel it pulling, it's a little bit tighter. So what we're gonna do a P to A drop, posterior to anterior, and we're going to torque the sacrum back to midline.
All right.
I know this one is, I know you've had chiropractic care before. I know this adjustment though is gonna be
A little different.
yeah, a little bit different, a little bit newer. So we're gonna start off, I'm gonna have you cross this right foot over the left.
Okay.
Good. And the table's gonna come up from below. Good. Uncross. And bend this knee for me. And one more. There we go. Now raise that right leg up again. How's that?
A little bit better, yeah.
You notice that difference? Good. So now we're gonna come back down here to that leg length again. Better, but still short. So it's gotten better, but still short. So what I'm gonna have you do, I want you to lay on your side and face me.
Okay.
Good. I'm gonna bend this top leg. And I'm just gonna roll you a little bit right there.
Okay.
Good. Flip to the other side. You're gonna bend that leg. Perfect. There it was. Lay flat on your back for me. I'm gonna bring the hip piece down just a little. Now from here we're gonna do some leg pull. So with the leg pull you may feel release in the ankle and the knee going all the way up to that hip.
Okay.
Just relax. You have your leg.
Aw.
Now that I felt in like everywhere release. There we go. Now I'm gonna have you stand up.
Okay.
Come on up right here. Take a few steps in front of me. One more step.
Okay.
Perfect. Arms out by your side. Now put your hands up and over mine for me.
Like this?
Yep, just like that.
Okay.
Now I'm gonna lean you back onto me. Trust fall on me. Squeeze your elbows together. Tighter. There we go. You feel how that release up there? Good. Take a seat right here, facing that way. So now we did a prone thoracic adjustment. Then we just did that standing intercostal adjustment. Now we're gonna do that anterior or supine. So I'm gonna have you give yourself a big hug. Take a deep breath in and exhale out. Good. All right, you can relax your arms. So what we're gonna do now, we're gonna do the Y strap. Now this is gonna be where you get that decompression going all the way down.
Alright.
So after we do this, because I know this is the first time you've ever had this done, I'm gonna go through, I'm gonna have you do that range of motion again.
Okay.
We'll do some orthopedic tests.
Okay.
Let me know the difference from after this adjustment compared to what you've had in the past. Okay. Yep, just relax here.
Aw. That felt so good.
Perfect, and just relax. You feel how that just...
I feel like I just grew 2 inches.
Probably did. Come on up. Alright, so I'm going to have you turn face the camera. Now, how would you describe that Y strap to anybody who's never had that done?
Feels great. I literally do feel like I just grew 2 inches. Like, that was great.
It pulled, yeah, that pulled apart the spine. So actually even one thing that I noticed from back here is right here, it was protruding out a little bit more. So this is between that C7 and T1. So that did straighten that little area out. Okay. So then first off, I always come down and I check the leg length. So when I come in here, her left leg is shorter than her right leg. And then, so from here I'll come up and I'll just scan the spine. So what I'm doing, I'm palpating, meaning that I'm just pushing in, feeling around. What I feel for is symmetry. So everything that's going on the left side, I want it to match the right side. So I'm feeling for muscle tonicity, I'm feeling for any almost kind of like a divot at times is what it feels like in the spine. And what that is just areas where there can be subluxation. So a subluxation, you know, when I'm feeling for those divots, like I said, I'm feeling for areas that could be subluxated. All a subluxation means is that there's pressure being put on the nerve and it's causing some type of dysfunction in the body. Basically a fancy term for pinched nerve. But I'm gonna go through, I'm gonna scan the spine all the way up. Alright, so as I'm going through that upper back, kind of going into the base of the neck, everything on both sides is actually really tense through here. So I can definitely tell that, you know, that this is your problematic area compared to everything else that I've been feeling. This is really the main thing. I did see that, you know, with the leg length being different on either side. So we're gonna really focus on the hips and then also right up through here, okay?
Okay.
So how I always start my adjustments, I always come to basically the base of the neck, the upper thoracic, the lower cervical, that cervical thoracic junction, okay?
Okay.
So we're gonna start on one side.
Oh my gosh.
That wasn't bad, was it?
No, that wasn't. Oh gosh.
That moved quite a bit though, that was good. There we go.
Wow.
You didn't think your body could move like that, did you?
Nope.
See, and these are just very light adjustments that are being made, but they do so much. You know, when you relieve pressure off the nerves, it's such an amazing feeling. Okay. Good. All right. The next, what I'm going to have you do, I'm going to have you turn on your side and face me. So now this one, I'm going to have you bend this top knee.
Top knee, okay.
The bottom leg is straight. And I'm just going to turn you a little bit more, just like that. I'm going to roll you over. Just like this. I've got you. You're not going to go anywhere. How did that feel?
Felt really good.
Alright, we're going to turn to the other side here. So with this one, the other way, the bottom leg is going to be straight. Top leg is going to be bent. Just like that, good. I'm going to turn you over this way. There it was. How'd that feel?
Felt really good.
I'm going to have you stand up. Got a lot of movement already.
Yeah.
Alright, so now that we've cleared out the thoracic spine, we cleared out that low back, what I'm going to do, I just want to check the rotation, the movement in that upper cervical area of the spine.
Okay.
So what I'm going to have you do is just take that ear, bring it to that shoulder for me. Just going to rotate you this way.
Ooh, wow. Oh my gosh, I heard that.
Okay, and then if you want to come around to this side for me. So same thing, that ear to that shoulder. Just very light. See, it wasn't too bad. I know a lot of times people think in the neck it's going to be like the
The
crazy,
craziest.
but it doesn't hurt. This isn't one of those, you know, like karate movies and you know, the neck goes off. No, it's just very specific, precise movements, and you know, it's just moving the vertebra back into alignment, and all that you're hearing, it's just the gases being released. So what I want to do, I'm going to have you stand up. I'm going to have you face that way for me. Come a little bit over right there. Okay. Just because right through here was that main problematic area, what I'm going to have you do, bring your arms out like that. I'm going to come just like this. I want you to put your hands over mine.
Okay.
No, on top of like
On
my
top?
fingers.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Perfect, just like that. So I'm going to lean you back on me. Now I want you to bring your elbows together. Squeeze them as hard as you can together. There we go. You felt that, right? Yeah. Because that was your main complaint area. I really wanted to focus right through that upper part of the thoracic area. So lastly, all I want to do, so you've made it through your first adjustment. How was that?
It was really good. It wasn't as bad as I thought it would be.
Exactly. See, now we got everything aligned and moving. Last thing, what I'm going to do, I just want to check to see how you have like your range of motion and both your arms are.
Okay.
I'm going to have you sit, but I want you to just face actually the wall, because I'm going to be working right here. So what I want you to do, I want you to take one hand at a time and put it at the small of your back. Yep. And I'm just going to bring your shoulder blade back. I just want to feel throughout this scapula and basically the shoulder blade here. I want to see if there's any adhesions onto the back. I want to just see if that could be causing any of the issues that you may be having. So it's like a trigger point therapy. What I'm actually doing here. I'm getting my thumb up and under the scapula, and I push and hold for a few seconds at a time, and I travel all the way up, and I go through the entire shoulder blade, all the way around. Now the reason I have her put her hand in that low back is it actually brings the scapula out. It makes it easier for me to get my thumb up and under in that area. So what I'm going to have you do, I want you to switch hands now. Yep.
That felt really good. It released the pain.
You felt that, didn't you? Yeah, because a lot of times what people have that also, brings pain into, into this area is they have a lot of, it's just like a muscle adhesion. Because you got to realize this is a big bone that's on top of your ribs.
Oh.
So what happens is you have your muscles on your ribs and your muscles on your scapula, and adhesions can break up and can get that to stick, and then you don't get good movement. So all that I'm doing is I'm just bringing it back and just getting underneath. Now do you see on this side how much further I can get under?
Mm-hmm.
So you're a lot looser, it's a lot more free on this side, that scapula. So I want to do the bad side actually one more time,
Okay.
just so we can get a little bit more range of motion in this. Now that you know, can't you feel a difference between the right and the left? You feel how this one's a little bit more tight, knotted up? Yep.
Yeah.
So this is going to be the side that we need to work on here. Yeah, this is going to be a few times of working on this one, but there we go. Okay. How'd that feel? Yeah, I just saw you squirming a little bit down through here. Alright, so let's start at that cervical thoracic junction here. Okay, and we're going to start with that T3 on that left side here. Alright, we're going to go to T1 on the right. There we go. That just opens everything up right in the start of that adjustment here. Okay, I'm going to have you take a deep breath in and exhale out. One more time, deep breath in, exhale out. Good. Just come down here, recheck the leg length. Still pulling short on the right. We already knew that one. Alright, sit up on the table for me. One leg on either side. Good. Okay, so keep your thighs to the table here. We're going to rotate you like this and look over the shoulder as far as you can. Good. That's when you need it. Lay face down again for me. Look at how it is now. A lot better. Almost still pulling, a tiny bit short, but that one right there made it a lot better. Let's go down to the sacrum. Let's check the sacrum out. Raise the right leg up as high as you can for me. Pain with that?
Yeah.
I can tell. Do the left side for me. How does the left side feel compared to the right?
That's easy. One of them.
Okay. Cross the right foot over the left foot. Table's gonna come up from below. We're gonna do that drop technique. So we're gonna take the sacrum. What's happening is it's pointing more towards that left side here, and we're gonna do a P to A, posterior to anterior drop. But we're gonna put it's gonna be a counterclockwise torque in it, so we can bring that to midline. Uncross. Bend this knee for me. Let's get one more in. There we go. And down. Raise that right leg up for me. Do you notice the difference? Good. Alright, how does that feel throughout that lumbar spine? Any soreness, any pain? No? What about on this side?
No.
Feeling better? Okay, good. Let's recheck that leg length. I mean, it's almost spot on. That's pretty darn perfect right there. Good. Alright, so what I'm going to have you do, I want you to completely flip over onto your back for me. Alright, so we're going to do a leg pull. With the leg pulls, you'll feel some relief in the ankle, the knee, going up to the hip. Alright, I'm going to have you stand up. Arms out by your side. Hands up and over mine. Good. Lean back onto me. Squeeze your elbows together. Oh my gosh. There we go. You felt that one,
Yeah,
right? Okay.
definitely.
Take a seat right here for me. Face that way though. Okay. So now, I first did the prone thoracic, then we do the standing intercostal. Now I like to do a supine or an anterior thoracic adjustment. So I'm going to have you take a deep breath in. Exhale out. Already cleared out. So I'm going to have you relax right there. Okay, now we're going to do the Y strap. Already getting a response out of you. Alright, lift your head up. Can I have you pull your hair through for me? Good, and relax. Okay, so with the Y strap, there's going to be that decompression. You'll feel this from up top, going all the way down.
Oh my God. Holy night.
Relax, relax, lay down. Breathe in, breathe out. Tightness. Well, they're on both sides of the neck, but I know for you this is unfortunately a common thing. Okay, yeah, even through the traps, a lot even right in through here.
Yes.
Okay, you notice that a little bit?
Yes.
I mean, to be honest, I'm not even pushing in that hard.
Yeah.
It's that entire trap, so yeah, going all the way down. How's it feel just through this upper back?
Okay.
Okay, so at least not feeling too bad right through here. I'm not noticing that much either. That's why I figured I would ask. A little bit of right in here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right there.
Right there. Yeah, feeling like a rib is pushing back at me through here because I'm off the spine. I'm off to the right. So what I'm feeling is feels like one of her ribs are just a little bit out of alignment here. So we're gonna go through. We'll get that back into place too. So I went through the cervical spine, going through the thoracic. Now we're coming into the lumbar spine. So this is gonna be the area that's gonna be controlled by that digestive system. Okay. Any pain in through?
Yeah.
Okay. Which side?
The right side.
Okay.
Yes.
So she's feeling pain on that right side, and I mean, I'm barely pushing in. There's really no force at all here.
Right there.
Right in here, too?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. Okay. Any pain over that right SI joint?
Yeah.
Okay. What about the left side?
No, not as bad.
Not as bad? And then what about directly over the sacrum?
Yes.
Okay. So we have pain directly over the sacrum, pain on that right SI joint, pain coming down throughout the thoracic, that lower thoracic spine and that upper lumbar spine. So those are areas where nerves are going to be going directly to, different organs. If it's the stomach, the small intestine, large intestine, all to that digestive area as well. So we're going to come all the way down here and we're going to take a look at her leg length. As we can tell, we've got a right short leg. When we look up and scan the body like this, we're noticing the right side is up a little bit higher through here, and then also that spot in the ribs as well on that right side. Those are going to be the main areas that I'm noticing. So we're going to go ahead and we are going to start the adjustment. So I like to start everything up here at the top of the table. We're going to clear out that cervical thoracic junction, and in your case, this is going to be probably a very big release, and it's where you hold a lot of your tension at. Good. We're going to get the other side here. There it is. There it was. Yeah, very tight right in through here. Let's get things loosened up. So we are going to use a portable massage device. It is the Hyper Ice that I like to use. So we're going to first start, let's get everything a little bit more relaxed. Okay, so with this, what I'm doing is we want to get these muscles and tendons, kind of get that inflammation down a little bit. So what will happen is it'll make the adjustments easier for myself, and then she'll also be able to hold the adjustments longer. How's that feeling through here?
Right.
Yeah, she's really got quite a bit of knots in here, a lot of tension that she's holding through here, so got to spend a little bit of time, which I don't think she minds, probably feels pretty good. Yeah, usually it isn't until we get lower in here is where it can hurt a little bit. And I know through here we are having some of those issues when I was just pushing in and palpating, so how does that feel down here?
That's okay.
Okay. There we go. How's that feeling on the low back?
Yeah.
Okay. There we go. Now we're getting some areas a little bit more relaxed. So now we'll be able to make those adjustments a little bit easier here. Okay, what I'm going to have you do, I'm going to have you take a deep breath in and exhale all the way out. Good. One more time, deep breath in, exhale all the way out. I'm going to do one more, a little bit lower. Deep breath in, and all the way out. There it was. Okay. So before I do side posture, I want you to sit up for me. I want one leg on either side of the table. Good, just like that. So what was happening, especially on that right side right in through here where you're having some issues, it's kind of popping out a little bit towards me. So what we're going to do, I have you give yourself a big hug here. So I'm going to rotate you to this side. Now your thighs, I want you to just squeeze them to the table. I want you to look as far over your left shoulder. There we go. I know you felt that one release pretty well. Good. A little bit right here. We're going to turn to this side. Okay, leg back down. What I'm gonna have you do is lay flat again for me. Okay. So now what that did, that helped clear out a little bit throughout that thoracic, and then we started getting a couple of those upper lumbar vertebrae as well. So what we're gonna do, check the sacrum, because you're having pain directly over the sacrum here. So I'm gonna stabilize on the sacrum, and I want you to raise this leg up as high as you can for me. Is there any pain, tenderness, tightness with that?
Tightness, yes.
All right, relax that side. Raise this side up for me, as high as you can. Okay, any pain, tenderness, tightness?
Tender, yeah.
Okay, so both were quite low with doing that. So we're gonna do the sacral adjustments on both sides to help loosen everything up. We're gonna start with this side first because this side did not raise up as high. What I'm gonna have you do, I'm gonna have you cross this foot over that foot for me. With your arms here, I'm gonna have you put right there. Good. Okay, so what we're gonna do is her sacrum, it's almost like being locked on both sides. So I'm gonna do the torquing drop, and we're gonna do some on that right side, some on the left side, so we can break up some adhesions in this low back area. Okay, I'm gonna have you switch your feet, just like that, good. And one more. Good, uncross. Okay, so what I want you to do, I'm gonna stabilize, I want you to raise this leg up as high as you can for me. How does that feel?
Better.
Good, it's up higher too.
Yeah.
Relax that side, raise this side up for me. How does that side feel?
Good.
Got it. Alright, so what I'm going to have you do, I want you to lay on your side and face me this way. I'm going to bend this top knee, keep that bottom straight. There we go. I'm going to roll you over towards me. There it was. Flip to the other side for me. Good. Bend that top knee. I'm just going to roll you over right there. Good. There we go. Lay flat on your back. Okay. So while we're down here, we're going to take a look at that leg length. It actually isn't looking bad, which is a good thing there. So originally she was pulling short, but now things are looking balanced. What we're going to do though, we're going to do a leg pull, just because you were having quite a bit of issues in both those hips. So all you got to do is just stay nice and relaxed. Good. You felt that release?
Yeah.
And do one more here. And you felt that one all the way up?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So I'm going to have you come on up. Come forward for me. Good. Okay. So now we got a lot of that that lumbar spine, all cleared up, the hips, the pelvis, the sacrum. Now we want to work on a little bit more in that thoracic and then up in the cervical spine as well. Okay. So a little bit difficult in turning to that or flexing to that side. Yeah, a little stiff as well. Get this other. Yeah, definitely a little stiff. Okay. What I want to do, just because that rib I was feeling out, I'm going to have you stand up. And I'll have you stand right in front of me. So we're going to do that standing intercostal adjustment. I just want to make sure we get that back in alignment. Bring your arms out by your side. Oh, let me put my hands under first. Good. I'm going to lean you back under me. And bring your elbows together.
Oh.
There we go.
Yeah.
You follow how that
Yeah.
went? Okay, got it. Alright, take a seat right here. Okay. Good, not too bad through there. How's that feel in the hair?
Yeah, better.
Good. Okay. So I'm going to do one more adjustment in the thoracic, just because I really want to make sure that's cleared out. So we first did a prone P to A adjustment, then we did a standing intercostal. Now we're going to do a supine adjustment here. So I'm going to have you take a deep breath in and exhale out for me. Good. Already cleared out. I'm going to have you relax down right here. So this is going to be where you're going to get a ton of release, considering her neck was extremely stiff. So we're going to do the wide strap today. That's that manual decompression. You'll feel that in that occiput going all the way down. So I'm going to put this up and over. If you can pull your hair through for me. Okay. And then if you want to come in. Perfect.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
Relax for a moment.
Wow.
How did that feel?
That felt good. Yeah.
You felt how everything just
Yes.
released with